your life. You might say, it's the deal of your life. Stay by Pro operates Fires 12/7. Some restrictions apply. Details at puretalk.com. This is the time of year most of us are checking out our holiday season list. Identities have listened to, and your personal information might be on that list. Protect your identity with LifeLock. LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points every single second and alerts you to the threats you can miss yourself. It's so Still no end in sight to the war in Ukraine, despite the latest negotiations on the U.S. brokered peace plan in Russia. Compromises have not yet been found, reported Vladimir Putin's top foreign policy aide. This after discussions between President Putin and the U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff that went on past midnight in Moscow. Today, Ukraine's European allies continue work to put Kyiv in a stronger position. NATO foreign ministers meet in Brussels with more arms announcements expected. Meanwhile, the European Union is trying to overcome an impasse in talks to use frozen Russian assets to fund Ukraine's war effort. Ukrainian leader Volodymyr Zelensky saying he's worried the US could lose interest in the peace process. Jonathan Savage, Fox News. President Trump continues to assert that he has undone some of the things President Biden did with the signature of an auto bid, warning those of the commutation of those orders are no longer in effect, which could lead to legal challenges. In a Truth Social post, President Trump announcing he will fully and completely terminate any documents signed by former President Biden using AutoCAD. President Biden signed over 160 executive orders during his time in office, and before he pardoned about 1,500 people. Fox News confirming President Biden's son Hunter would not be on the list of potential void pardons because that pardon was signed personally by his father. The autopin pardons include Dr. Anthony Fauci and Senator Adam Schiff. President Biden has consistently said he has the final say in all decisions made while in office. On Capitol Hill, Ryan Schmelz, Fox News. This news on the economy this morning from private payroll firm ADP reporting private businesses cut jobs last month, leading to an overall decline of 32,000 positions. We will get the government jobs report for November until December 16th, delayed by the government shutdown. Wall Street stock futures are rising before the opening bell this hour. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News. This is Viewpoint, a presentation of the News and Public Affairs Department of AM 1490 WHBB. We welcome your input on the issues of the day. You can contact us on the Viewpoint line by calling 875-1490. The opinions expressed by callers and not necessarily reflect those of the management and staff of AM 1490 WHBB. And now, here's today's Viewpoint. And good morning and welcome into the Wednesday morning Viewpoint. For this Wednesday morning, December 3rd, 2025, I'm your host, Randy Williams. 334-875-1490 and 1492 are the numbers to call if you have comments or questions, and you can also join us live on YouTube on the Selma Post Herald YouTube channel. If you have problems finding it, you can go to the selmapostherald.com website, and on the homepage, right under our slogan, History in the Making, and go down about 3 stories, and you'll see the WHBB logo and the link for the YouTube live stream, and all you have to do is click it on. And as I have been saying this morning, we have as our guest Councilwoman Janie Thomas, and she is here. she has made it on time. Good morning, Councilwoman. How are you?
I'm great. Good morning, Selma.
How you doing?
Oh, Randy, I'm doing great today.
Well, good.
It gets cold this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Cold last night.
Yeah. Let me get
that
microphone straight. Yeah, as long as it's comfortable for you. Let me see here. Let me pull it back a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. How about that? Is that a little better?
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Okay. All right.
That's real good.
We want to make sure our guests are comfortable. All right. I said earlier, one thing about Councilwoman Thomas,
and she wants to get it right and follow the law. And I said, oh, I may have said a dirty word when I said that, huh?
No, it's about doing. That's how municipality government is.
That's the way it's supposed to work, huh? And
when you take the training, that's what it teaches.
It's only taken about 50 years to learn how to do that, huh? And some of us still haven't learned.
Yeah, we still, not on every other city always have, still having problems. So
well, and that's what they tell you, huh?
Get educated and trained how municipality government is supposed to.
The
city government's supposed to run.
But what not puzzles me, I guess what concerns me is that you would even have to say that to people who run for office, who get elected, that they need to learn what proper procedures are.
And then well, we all shouldn't have to, by not being elected officials, to know what to do, what's right, how government law operate.
Right.
You should want to go in if you get elected to get your education training.
I would think so.
You won't be.
Well, see, then we wonder why our cities are in the condition they're in.
Yeah, it's a lot of cities right now having different issues with government laws and stuff by you to abide by.
Just simply not knowing the proper procedure.
Yeah. That's why KI made that new act law,
right? That
requiring us, because everybody watch. If you do live stream,
right,
for council meeting, everybody watching.
Yeah,
all over the world. The man had told us he was here for the National League in Utah. I hate I didn't get a chance to go because I never been to the National League, but I promised myself that I wouldn't miss it the next time.
Right,
because you have people. Mayors, elected officials from all over the world be there, and you get a lot of good information. And that's one I missed. I thought maybe someone else was going from the city of Selma,
right?
But a lot of us, you have another chance in Washington D.C. If you want to go.
Right.
Washington D.C. coming up in March.
Now, was it the state of Utah or Utah, Alabama?
No, the state of Utah.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, I was wondering how much sense would it make for them to be in Utah, Alabama?
No, that was a big. That's where everybody comes.
In Utah, yeah. Now that makes sense.
Everybody.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I kind of hate I missed it because one of my good friend Bobby Scott, who's the mayor of Center Point, they elected him to be one of the I think it's the president of the national dealing with the mayors association.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, that was
that's
really
big. Huh?
Yeah.
Wow, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. We're making progress. Yeah. You're also here to talk about a couple of things, and we want to start with this toy drive. Who is the toy drive targeted to benefit, and what do you need?
The toy drive target benefit is I've been doing this since I've been in office. I started before. It's for families, like families that have lost their loved ones to gun violence. And you know how I am about stop the gun violence. That is what we focus on more because I've come out of a neighborhood, a residence where we had a lot of people lost their life. And we had a lot of problems. But I can say today, thanks to the neighborhood, it's a lot better.
Much safer,
a lot safer, and people, it's a lot better.
What do you think attributes to that? Why do you think it's safer now than it
It's
was?
because we stay working in the community, and you have to stay involved in the community with the people that's surrounding you, that lives in your community, the people that have a lot of company and have all these activities, and by talking to them and going out, letting them know, hey, this is your company.
Right, you're responsible, huh?
Yes.
And you got to keep them under control.
And you just keep talking to them, and people seeing you coming out. I live in the neighborhood, so that's why I always be out, and I have always been out in the community. And it's important that show people that you are concerned, and the citizens in your neighborhood see that you are concerned about changing and making the neighborhood safe and keeping it clean and stuff. And that's how other people join in and work with you.
The children in Ward 7, would you say that you had a lot of them who have been traumatized by this violence?
Oh yeah, because a couple of the families in our neighborhoods that they're gone now because the family had the grandmother had to take on the children.
Mm.
I lost a young lady on Tremont, had 5 kids, and then during that incident, that kind of stuff involved in front of those kids.
Wow.
And the grandmother takes on the responsibility.
Mm.
And I try to keep this going because I don't want everybody's important to me. I don't pick and choose.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is important to me because no one knows how people are feeling. No one knows how the children are feeling.
And how it's impacted
everyone
them.
needs. Sometimes the family member needs some counsel.
Right, I would think so.
And you try to help them look for resource or try to keep letting them know that someone cares about you.
Mm.
Someone's still thinking about you, and that means a lot to me. Because if I'm used to seeing that mother and I'm used to seeing those children out in the community, and when I just don't like gun violence, period.
Well, there's a story this morning that about a teenager from Watauga County that's been convicted on gang-related gun possession. He's a teenager, but this new law that the Alabama Criminal Enterprise Act is being enforced, a mandatory 5 years for even if you're a teenager, they're not going to get youthful offender status, and it has to go to jail for 5 years if a gun has been involved in some sort of activity that would benefit a gang.
We get a lot of information now. Also, the session that starts back up. They were talking about, the chief was talking about, he in Montgomery chief was pushing very hard because people can have guns and don't have permission.
No ID.
And no ID or nothing. And he's saying that they are looking at this to push hard with the legislature to make this law should be put back in place because that's why so many people have access to guns.
Well, I think what he's focusing on, and I guess he's looking at it from a politically, what will probably pass is to close the loophole and to add into this new law, the gun carry law, that you must have and produce a legal government issue photo ID.
Yes. Yes, and it's in like I tell people all the time. If you have teenagers, like in my neighborhood, I always talk to my teenagers and I talk to their parents.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell the parents, if I see them doing something wrong,
you gonna let them know?
And even if I see the children come from school and they doing something wrong, I'm gonna let the school know, because when kids come into the community where
they carry it back.
Yeah, and you don't want that. I have some good young men in my neighborhood that I have mentored for years and seen them come up.
Right.
And you gotta stay, you gotta I love it being around a lot of people, especially in the community, to find out, if you finish college, like I stay on my youth now. Why didn't you enroll in college? What are you gonna do? Well, I'm working till January, then I'm going to school. Okay. I follow them. I go by there. If I see them, hey, what's going on? I deal with the young people.
I got you trying to encourage them.
Encourage them. I talk to them and they said, well, what about January? You ready to go to school? Yeah. They tell them we going. And you ain't gonna leave us alone. I said, I'm watching it. I want you to do it.
I've been doing some research here recently, going back I'm doing a little digging, because one of the things that I have really been asking myself, and when I see the videos, it reminds me, in 1965 or 1960 or even 55, with the Montgomery bus boycott, when I see the enthusiasm and who was involved and who was going to the churches and who was singing and marching, it was young people. Mm-hmm. It was teenagers. But they had forged friendships and they cared about each other. Mm-hmm. And instead of shooting and stabbing them and becoming members of gangs, they were singing freedom songs. You know what I'm saying? But that day is gone. It's not so clear to see what the problem is you know, when the schools were segregated and segregation was legal, then you knew that segregation was a problem. Now that's no longer the case. We don't have anything that you can look at to say visibly what the problem is.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yes.
but now you got folks out there that don't want to be held responsible and don't take this thing serious.
And you know, but if you keep Randy, people have to understand, you know, we have to fit in with the youth generation now. You have to, sometimes you have to sit with them and talk with them and see
listen,
where their mind at. And,
right.
you know, you have to stay up on how do you just got to stay up on them and watch them. And you have to put in time with them and listen to them, where they're coming from. And then sometimes you have to give them good advice.
Well, and that's the thing. When I came to the conclusion that we'll say 1963 to 65 in Selma, the students were in the process of analyzing and looking at charting their way for the future. What is my future what do I want to do in the future? And so we got to get these young people focused on.
With them.
Yeah, you know.
But that's why I keep this toy drive every year. You know, when people lose their loved ones, and then when you see family members that lost the son, the father, the uncle,
Goodness.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And
if they're not dead, they're in prison.
Yes. And like I have a family member, she I see her all the time, and she always saying something. She lives in my ward. She lost her son to gun violence. She lost her son, father to gun violence, and she lost her uncle to gun violence. And these people were murdered. So, you know, you never know how people feel when they wake up. And especially around the times of the holidays.
Oh, that makes it worse,
like
huh?
And that is why, you know, then I have, I know, I have a friend of mine. We grew up together for many years in the neighborhood. And bless her soul, you know, a mother lose two of her sons to gun violence. Right? You know, one was right in the neighborhood on Tremont, and the other one was involved in something else. But you got to realize that these people are important to me.
Right.
Because a lot of times these people don't get recognized. These people, even when they have lost someone that they love, no one, everybody's important. You know?
Well, what I like about what you're doing is that it's under the guise of stop the violence.
Yes.
It's one thing to tell people to stop the violence, but it's another to say let's help somebody.
Yes.
In the process.
And this what we work in the community as helping one another, and we can be together all day. People can be together all day. They can be drinking together all day. I lost my neighbor. He was just in the neighbor. He'd been in my where he moved here next with his father. And you know how you trying to fit in,
right?
And you're not from here,
right?
And
got with the wrong crowd,
trying to go fit in.
I got you.
And you know, everybody when you drinking, some no mix.
And you don't know who you around. Everybody can't drink.
And we didn't know that was gonna be our last time seeing him. You know, we used to wonder because he would never stay away from home late.
Right.
And he messed around there just a couple blocks from the house. He got killed. And his poor dad, and you know, I couldn't live in the neighborhood and not recognize him.
Right.
Not showing, you know, if you don't come and follow up or let them be concerned that your son important too. Right.
No, I got you. Well, and that's what seems to be missing with a lot of public officials and people in authority. They don't. Some of them don't act like they care.
And, you know, they're like, I do. You know, I miss my neighbor because he been there. And we come out in the morning time, he'd be the first somebody we'll see. Good morning, how you doing?
You speak to each other and all that. Yeah, I got you.
You know, so like I tell people all the time, I've seen so many times in the neighborhood, in the blocks of people being murdered, things that happen in the neighborhood. When you live in a neighborhood and you grew up in, and you gotta work some God. You gotta ask God every day to give you strength and wisdom and knowledge to help
to deal with all this.
to deal with it and to help people in your
I
community.
got you. Now, one thing I've seen here, one positive thing I want to make sure I note that we need to be looking at is coming in to Selma from Selma on the bridge, that stretch from the old Montgomery Highway and Kingsbend Road to the bridge. The lights, they've got new lights. I can see when it's dark. Now you take contrast those lights. So now I've got something that I can point to as an example, because a lot of times riding around in Selma at night, I can't see the streets lines because they're not there.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And when the ones that are there are so faded until I can barely see where the lanes are. But on Highway 80, from approximately the Curb Market and Strong's 3 to the foot of the bridge,
Got some light.
let there be light. We've got lights.
Yeah, you got lights.
I mean, real lights.
And that's good.
See, now we need to duplicate that throughout the city and county, and I think that would be a deterrent for a lot of this criminal activity.
And yeah, and another thing too, I stress on very in the community. I live in the community. I'm speaking for Ward 7 as behalf of the council. I can't speak for
the rest of them, but you can talk about Ward 7. That's a historic ward too.
And the reason why I speak for it, it be in certain areas I've been asked. I'm quite sure everybody heard me talking about lights all the time. Lights are important, and you shouldn't have a street where you got people live on
and you can't see.
It's dark.
Right.
You should be able to have some light in that area. A lot of lighting helps a lot in the community, but when you got areas of streets that are dark, it causes a problem. You know, I am so glad that that people understand in the neighborhood from the west side to the other side. Now I have to give some for the other side. When you start from R.B. Hudson going back, all those people over there, the lights were not brighter, but the people started putting out more lights up around their house. They started lighting up their neighborhood that they live in. Most of those people over there, they got a lot of light around up in there.
I hear you. Hold on one second. I think we got a caller. I don't know if it's a question or a comment. Viewpoint, you're on the air.
The project that I'm talking about now has to do with the eyesore
that you have over on Boynton Street. And I know it is an eyesore. It had to be because I was sick. I have been so sick and ill in this town for a lot of years from being shot at in that house. So there are some things that we need to discuss, and we will discuss them. I appreciate you, and you have a good day.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for calling 875-1490 and 1492 are the numbers to call. One other question, and you may know, and there may be some procedure or law that you can shed some light on. This homeless problem.
Oh yeah.
You know, I was called this morning about a man in a wheelchair on Highland Avenue that's sleeping in the street.
Baby Lee.
Baby Lee.
He's a road. That's Baby Lee, and you know Baby Lee has family. Baby Lee came out of our neighborhood. The Rose. He has family.
Oh really?
Yes, he has
That's
family.
the Rose
family.
Yeah,
he has family.
Eric, he's related to Eric.
No, he's related to the Rose. Off of Jerome Vickers Street.
Okay, all right.
The Rose family has been well known in this city. He is related to. I've been knowing him a long time.
So my question is, you know, and like somebody was saying this morning, you know, one of my listeners, she said, you know, is there anything we can do to help him? She said her daughter was going to take him blankets and pillows, but she said he needs to have somewhere to live.
But let me tell you something. He's a disabled, well, right now, where I put it like that, people that gets their income. Whoever the overseer of that person gets his income, should supposed to provide a place.
Oh, so somebody does, so he does have, that's what I'm wondering.
See, this is what we are in the city of Selma. Most of these people, they get income.
That's what I thought,
and
you know.
Yes, they do, and they have family members. See,
but can law enforcement approach them without legally? I'm wondering what's the legal environment for helping homeless people?
Well, they have the opportunity to be in a place, and if they some of these people have issues,
right? Mental issues,
and drug issues. So when someone takes you in and you don't stay, and you want to go back out there and roll the street and ask people for money and stuff. I don't want people to feel like these people don't have them. A lot of these people have family people.
And they have options, but they choose, they want to live on the street.
Yes, they choose to.
Let me see. We got another caller. Viewpoint, you're on the air. Good morning. How are you? Is that Miss Bowie?
Yes, it is. I was just calling to let y'all know today make a week is my grandson band.
Did you make arrangements, or do you know about where are you on that?
The tour gonna be on not this coming Saturday, but next Saturday at Temple Gate at 1 o'clock.
And who has the body?
Louis Brothers. I've been locking.
Okay, well, good. I need to make sure I get an announcement so I can be reminding people about her. And again, her grandson was 18 years old.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yes, ma'am. I'm doing great. Sorry for the loss of your son.
Grandson.
Your grandson.
That's my daughter, Veronica.
Yeah, I knew that. I was trying to figure out who's was it your grandson or Francis' grandson? I didn't know exactly which one.
That's Veronica. She was working at church a long time ago.
Okay.
Thank y'all so much. You know, my condolences go out to you, and you're doing a great job with the community and everything.
Thank you.
For me a long time.
Yeah, we're gonna keep you in your prayers. When I heard that, I didn't know exactly. I knew it was a boy, and I didn't know which sister child that was. Grandson.
That's my daughter,
Okay, well, thank you so much. Just let us get somebody to get an announcement to me so I can be announcing that.
Okay, well, I'll be calling you and let you know.
That'll be fine. Thank you so much. Okay, let's take this first break. Our guest this morning, Councilwoman Jenny Thomas, Ward 7 representative, and we're covering a lot of ground this morning. She's here mainly though for this toy drive
and meeting.
And what else?
And I'm having a ward meeting on the 11th of this month.
Thursday, December 11th.
Uh-huh.
What time?
At 5:30.
Where?
Well, I'm using with city facilities. I'm trying to debate. I was looking at it's the holidays and all of the city's facility is being booked, used. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're booked, and I'm gonna try. All of it is city assets, so I wanted to try to have it at the Smithman Building.
Right.
I try to use the city assets to let people know.
If you can get to the Smithman Building.
If I can get to it.
Because the street is closed.
Oh, the street is closed?
Well, they're doing work down there.
I better not go down that way. I better go back downtown. I better go back to City Hall. Well, I didn't know they.
Well, nobody has. I don't know of anyone that has issued a press release.
I don't want to take people into an area where I better change my
take a look
location.
At that, find out what's going on with that.
I believe I better change more with more lighting.
That road they're coming down, and I guess that's Selma Avenue, right? That block before the Smithman Building. The last time I rode by, which was yesterday, the day before, it was still shut down.
Okay.
Yeah, barricaded.
Okay.
No explanation.
Listen. I don't want to go that way, but then I have to go back this way.
Let's take this break. Okay. We'll be back with more after these messages.
No, I don't want to go that way.
I know that's right. That's a complaint that I have.
Because I want people to be able to go in. We ain't got to go all the way around. And
all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I tell you, I didn't know about it. I was headed somewhere, and I said, "What's the street door closed?"
It probably, one part of the area was a bad cave-in up. It might be that street.
But see, my thing is, when those kind of things happen, I don't know whose responsibility it is, but the media should be notified so we can let the public know. Social media is good.
Well, really, it's supposed to be the city is, I put it like this. Anytime a contract work being done in the city, normally the public work director would, like Mr. Hicks.
Okay, Mr. Hicks, right.
He would say, somebody from the executive office, from the mayor's office would send out a
press release.
Yeah, to let them know that this area, is being worked on.
Right. Well, and it's been a problem for a while in terms of traffic and not being notified when some of these streets are going to be closed. And I don't know. People should understand, again, everybody is not on Facebook. And everybody doesn't read it or know about it.
And then a lot of people say they don't get the newspaper. A lot of them say, well, I tell people all the time, we got at City Hall, we got a peg channel.
And I want
it to be used for the public.
It's supposed to be
used for the public.
That's
Any
right.
activities that the council or whoever have it should be on the peg tick. Like if we have council meeting, it should be on that Ward 7 having a council meeting, because you at home they can see it.
Yeah.
And they know the exact location. And then it's all ways that you can get stuff out to the media.
Right.
And out to the citizens.
You're supposed to use it all.
I use it all.
You use it all. See,
I go from the newspaper to
the radio to the Facebook, whatever.
To the chamber conference. Yeah. I use it all, because Chamber of Commerce puts out what event or what. And
I use their community calendar. Cheryl Smith sends me their calendar, and I publish it, on the website. So
So when you have it, something you'll know.
Right. Yeah. I tell you, but got everybody's got these silos, and everybody wants to be important.
Yeah. Well, I'm like this. I want people to be there.
Right.
I don't want people. I've been wanting people to know what's going on, what we're doing.
Right.
I'm not just sitting up there because I love being involved and acting, being a part. I love being a part, and I'm at the, like I said, I want to see Selma move.
I know that's right. Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Yep. Here we go. 1490 WHBB. Okay, that caller is gone. 875-1490 and 1492 are the numbers to call if you have comments or questions. Our guest this morning is Councilwoman Janie Thomas, Ward 7's council person. Now, with these toys, now how do you are you taking financial donations or toys, or where
We take all of it and we make it out to. I always use to show people this is how we do. I always have it set up. Ward 7 through the city of Selma have an account. If you give me funds, I always send it in to make copy. Whoever give it to me, I turn it into the tax and license office to that account. So when I get ready to go out, I keep a record of everybody that
is donated,
funds donated.
Right.
I turn it in.
And that's tax deductible too for some
but
people.
I make a copy. I get a copy of it to keep for a record. So anything that I do, I always keep a record.
To be accountable, to be transparent.
Yes.
What about cash? What happens when people give you cash?
We turn it in and
give them a receipt.
We turn it in and make a copy. It's a record. It goes turn into the tax and license office to Ward 7 toy drive, and they make the deposit, and we get a copy, a printout with the person name on it.
Well, okay, yeah. Well, that's
so and so give me something, I turn it in and I say, so and so gave me $50, or so and so wrote a check for such and such. I turn it in. I've been doing that for years. Have an account for Ward 7 Christmas drive. So when the time to go out, we just get one. Let's use the credit card to go shopping and do what we need to do, and then we turn it back in, and they get all the funds, the money and stuff that we paid for the payment.
Now,
that's
what about
record?
I noticed in your press in the letter that it said that you would accept donations even on the day that you're going to give toys away.
Yes.
So now, what day are the toys going to be given away and where?
We'll be giving the toys away on the 19th of December, and it will be at the George Evans Building. We would start, I think my time is.
Then you got one time
12:30 to 3:30.
Okay, you got one time on the flyer and one time in the letter.
Well, gotta change that. Which it's supposed to be from 1 p.m. to 3.
Okay.
This is the time that it's supposed to be, but I had the letter typed up before I did my flyer.
Finalized the flyer. Okay, no problem.
But everybody knows normally, they never come on time. They never come on time.
Yeah,
but waiting on them.
I was about to say though, but I mean, first come, first serve. You know what I mean?
But we already have the families, and we select other families too, because everybody ain't fortunate. If you live, let me tell you something. I always notice. I know people that need help, and it gives me always a pleasure to be there to give a little help. You might not can give them all, but you can do a little.
Something, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this time of year, it's a lot of social pressure, a lot of peer pressure on people.
Oh yeah.
Because it's the Christmas, and I guess the kids want something to show for it. But the last caller said something about you had given away some bicycles.
Yeah. When I first started, I was giving away. I give away bicycles there. I have good patrons. I just think the people that help me. I have people that have been with me for years, since I've been for years. You know that?
Right.
I have people that I just praise God that He put people like that in my life that see the things that I'm doing and right there for me to help me.
Right.
And we don't talk about it. We just do.
We just do.
And thank Him that He's able to allow this to happen.
Well, no, it's a blessing for somebody, I'm sure. And this is what the community. That's what community is all about. That's why I don't want to hear all that. I'm tired of hearing that lip service. I call it a lot of propaganda, but I would rather see a sermon than hear one any day of the week.
Like you said about the homeless, we take care of. We have people in our area. We take care of. And then we got good resource in the neighborhood. The Edmonds night, feed them every day.
Can't beat that.
They can't go hungry. And then you got the clothesline.
Yeah.
Clothesline on my side. They go around and get clothes every day. Somebody bringing clothes, shoes, coats, everything. That's on Menor Avenue, the clothesline.
And that's in your ward, yeah.
And then the food is in Ward 6, actually, the new council person. You know, so nobody goes hungry.
They don't have to if they, because they're saying there's something out there.
There is no reason for no one to go hungry. Every night feeds these people every day. Bosco,
right?
Nobody shouldn't go hungry.
Right.
So
and
they have plenty of
and then
food.
you've got Gospel Tabernacle.
Oh, everybody. Let me tell you something. For Thanksgiving,
right?
Everybody was blessed, and I just want to give a big shout out to the Elks Club. They He said, Jane, how many numbers you need? I said, well, give me 30. And I picked that up. Plus, we gave hams, and then I got hams came in.
Right.
I had resource. I reach out to people.
Right. We don't have to depend on outside sources. We can do it ourselves.
And you'd be surprised how many people, you just got to know how to talk and communicate with people that they feel the same way like I do.
So you don't have to present yourself like you're from the ghetto. I'm not going to get started this morning. You know, you got some folks that like to see that kind of stuff, but the halls of Congress is not the place to be ghettoish. But anyway, that's another story.
Yeah, and then I want to tell you about we've got our ward meeting, and it's important. And see, a lot of people always say, I've been having ward meetings since I've been in this seat 9 years. Now, if you chose not, I go all out my way to make sure that people know we have a ward meeting.
Right.
We go from the newspaper, we go from Chamber of Commerce, we go from Facebook, we go on the radio. I come on your radio, and so we are the ones that you vote. Do what required of the body of the legislature.
You heard that key word, policy.
The duty. So my thing is this here. That I try to explain to the citizen in my district. Now, my job is to, if you call me, I'm going to get your work order. I'm going to put in a work order. I'm going to call our legislative secretary and ask her to put it in. Once she put it in, she sends it to the mayor executive secretary, and then the executive turn it over to the mayor. Now, after that,
it's out of your hands.
Out of my hands.
Right.
Making the move of it, it has to come directly from the day-to-day operation.
Right.
And there we have been dealing with some issues, some things that I try to explain to my people that to understand what's my duty. And that's
what you're responsible for and what you can't control. And this is a new mayor, and so it's still early in his administration. So I'm hoping that any rough places will be worked out and smoothed out.
And and like I tell people, we all know our streets are terrible. I've been talking about them since I've been in there and even before. So, we try to do what we can, and that's why people don't understand. That's why a lot of our resources that we can get is they point it to us through the Alabama League.
And we got another $4 million, I believe, just as the Perkins administration was ending. I believe there was an announcement for an additional $4 million that's supposed to be earmarked for infrastructure.
And that is for part of the tornado for Ward 1. Ward 1 in the other Riverview side.
Oh, really?
There, that was the area, the area.
They were hit pretty hard.
Hit all back over in that area.
Right.
And it needed some things over there. It needed. And
they started to work.
Yeah, it's needed in that area. Riverview back over there, it's awful.
Yeah, I need to ride that area because I haven't ridden the city in a while, not fully. Let me see. We need to take this break, and we'll be back with more after these messages.
son and wrapped him in swaddling clothes and laid him in a manger because there was no room for them in the inn.
Yeah,
Your friends at Northside Baptist Church encourage you to join them in celebrating the birth of our Lord.
I remember when it first happened because I rode with FEMA and followed them and FEMA and the emergency management agents. We went to that all the wards, and I remember Ward 1 got hit pretty hard.
It did. And it's been a while.
Off Dallas Avenue.
Had been talking about. He's been trying to get some things done over there.
Right.
He had been trying to get a lot of those things done over there.
Customers who continue to trust us with your insurance needs year after year. Your confidence
Maybe
means
now
everything to us.
since they got the
I'm Willie
fund.
Peak,
Yeah,
Peak Insurance.
maybe something will happen. Yeah, that'll be good.
Independent insurance
Yep.
agency in Dallas County. From
It's
helping you
just
choose
like
the right
me, a little
coverage
portion
to
of
stand
us
by your side if you
was
ever have a
hit.
claim. We represent
And I
you,
just
great
don't
insurance
understand
companies,
why
but we work for you.
that,
We're also honored to be the
the
exclusive
church,
representative of
nobody
all
helped
others
me.
Presbyterian.
Presbyterian, I don't
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah.
That
That
church
was
is part of these.
It was a historic
And
church.
they didn't get anything.
Yeah, I don't know. I tell you, I
That
don't
was
know.
part of my district.
Yeah.
1490
1490 WHBB. Well, I'm hoping, Councilwoman, that and I'm assuming, and I haven't done any homework on it, but I'm assuming that the lights in the road that was put up, or the resurfacing on 80, from the bypass to the foot of the bridge,
Mhm.
and the lights from the curb market approximately to the foot of the bridge, that's probably the Alabama Department of Transportation.
Mm-hmm.
And the lighting, I just have to give them their props. Now those are lights.
Yeah, we need light. I said we need some of them lights.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we
you know what I mean?
some of them lights.
And so maybe somebody will hear us and can help step up to the plate. We still have a lot of work to do in Selma.
Yeah, and we also too, the wives I'm on here, I'm a part of Keep Alabama Beautiful.
Right.
Me and the former commissioner
Valerie Rubin. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And City of Selma need to know how hard that we and the council members work, to get their district, keep them litter free.
Right.
And we have to learn to stop driving down
and throwing stuff out the window.
This city has never been as much litter. If we driving out the street, whatever you eat, whatever you drink, you throw it out.
That doesn't make sense.
And so we've been doing cleanups. We've been doing a lot.
You've been doing that for years.
Yeah, we've been doing. Listen,
and Ms. Rubin.
And listen, we be doing and Keep Alabama Beautiful. We get ready for this big event, convention I go to as a representative for the city of Selma. We come from every part of Alabama, representing Keep Alabama Beautiful. The thing is, we was going to do a cleanup. We got the Christmas parade.
Coming up Sunday, right?
Yeah, and we was gonna do a Saturday cleanup, but we're not gonna be able because it's gonna rain. It's gonna be raining Friday and Saturday.
Right.
And I didn't want these two groups. I was asking. I had asked for Morgan Academy, some of their students, and I had asked, former Councilwoman Benjamin over the foot soldier, the young people.
Right.
And also I had asked for a drug-free community.
Drea Martin.
Yeah, her young people.
Right.
But since we're not going to be able to do that, because I had asked, I do it every year, big cleanup, and we was going to do it, but the rain is coming, so we're not. But as you can see, I'd like to give Councilwoman Ashley a congratulations for Keep Alabama Beautiful. This young lady and a part of, I think Celestine Ford is a part of that. What is it? That
of the Center for Nonviolence and Reconciliation.
They have been working with her real good out in her area. She had 2 cleanups since she's been in there. And then some of the garbage that I seen where she was at, was like it was people
significant.
Like people just bringing that.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, I wish there was a way we could stop that. We've got a caller. Viewpoint, you still there, caller? Good morning. How are you? Terry Chestnut, yeah, belated happy birthday. I wished you a happy birthday on your birthday, but I hadn't talked to you since then. Happy birthday, man.
Well, I really appreciate that. I want to say hello to Councilwoman Thomas. How you doing, Councilwoman?
I'm doing great, Terry. How about you? You just got another year old. You got to catch up with me there now.
I called because Councilwoman, I got about 115, 120 people coming January 2nd, and if you can, I need you to be around and speak to my people.
No, today is the 3rd. What's the date?
It's January the 2nd, and Randy, I probably want you to come take some pictures too.
You said the 2nd. The 2nd was yesterday.
He said January.
Oh, January. Man, no, you're
Yeah.
January 2nd.
He's getting ahead of, look.
Yep.
He's getting ahead of everybody.
I'm sorry. Okay, January 2nd. All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Terry. Yeah, that sounds like a winner.
He's getting his schedule ahead
I
of
know
everybody.
that's right.
He's letting us know that he wants us to be present. And I love talking to his tourists when they come to town. Every time he calls me, I'm always
Where are you going to be at, Mr. Chestnut?
Well, you know we're going to be at the foot of the bridge, but I'll call you ahead of time. You and Councilwoman Thomas to let you know where we are and if we can meet at the foot of the bridge, would be highly appropriate, to come take pictures and for Councilwoman Thomas to come and speak sometime. We just passed right by her house and she'll walk out the door.
Well, I just want to say to you, my brother, you are doing a great job. I need to be giving you a plaque or something because you have been, when I tell you have been doing a wonderful job in the city of Selma with your tourists, because I can say that because I've been involved in it and you don't mind calling me and you don't mind popping up. I have to, sometimes you don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going on out here.
And let me say this too, Terry. We got one of our listeners. He listens to both of our shows. He's a big sports enthusiast, but I tell you what, he's been nailing it on the head. He's predicted that he sits outside. The only game that they probably weren't going to win was that Bayside game, and he says Alabama's going to win this Saturday. What you think?
Oh, yeah. I'm rolling with it.
Yes, but you know who I'm talking about, right?
I know exactly who you're talking about. It's all right.
Yep, he hits it on the head. Well, look, I got to get ready to start wrapping up. You want to make some closing remarks?
Well, I just want to commend you to also doing an outstanding job in the Silver Dallas County community area, and wish you all a great day. And that's basically all I wanted. So you guys take care and have a Merry Christmas.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and make sure you give us a call and to tell us about the where and when and what time and all that for the 2nd of January. Yes, sir. Thank you. Let's take this last break, and we'll be back with more after these messages.
I want to tell you too, we're going to be probably in the new edition of Live Local Alabama. We did, people don't know we did one. We did a little shooting,
A photo shoot?
Yeah, photo shoot going around Selma, me and Mary and Danielle. I'm a part of through the Alabama League of Municipalities.
Yeah. When is that coming
Selma
out?
has never been in that part,
No.
so we did one. So it's gonna be in the new edition. It even came on TV with us on there. A lot of people missed it,
Right?
Because it's called Live Local Alabama, and it was on Spectrum 1. And it moves, it goes real fast, it shows the cities, each city, what they're doing.
Right.
And we have already been on television.
Well, good. Well, that's what I mean about the narrative. That's how you control and impact the narrative. You know what I mean? Yeah.
We did that. We're doing things.
Yeah,
I
good.
love that, especially when it comes to my city.
Right.
We did. We got involved in it, and they came down and did the shoot with us. With me, they wanted me, so I did it. I did a little something.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I've seen a couple of the video crews.
And then some of them be with the mayor talking. We just had got our new mayor,
Right.
but he was in the shoot.
Right. Well, good.
When we were showing them, like like what Selma
To
is
get in touch
doing with the
reliable
buildings and
Chevrolet
infrastructure
Yeah, well, good.
and showing different stuff. You know.
Well, that's good. Mm-hmm.
Or check us out on our website at reliablegmc.com. Or best, just come visit us right here at 14th Lawrence Street in downtown Selma. Reliable, where they truly have it all.
One more commercial.
How's your circulation?
You know,
Do you suffer from fatigue, leg cramp, weakness, or
it was cold last
Do
night.
you often have to stop
Yeah.
and rest
It was cold in the morning, but you know, it's warming up.
It's warming up. Yeah. Well, the National Weather Service says that we're going to have a warm winter. I hope so.
We'll have a
Warmer.
winter?
It's supposed to have to be a warmer winter. But the temperatures have been so crazy the last couple of months.
Yes.
We didn't really have a fall. It went from hot to cold, hot to cold.
I like it when it be warm. I like cold.
You don't like cold? Yeah, I don't like it too
I
hot
don't like
or
cold
too
weather.
cold. You know, I like the spring
I
and
want to stay
fall.
warm.
Yeah. I don't blame you. Yeah, I don't blame you.
I like staying warm.
Here we go.
Offices in Montgomery.
1490 WHBB. Our guest this morning, Ward 7 Councilwoman Janie Thomas, and you got a toy drive going on, and you're going to give the toys away December 19th. And so,
Yeah, and I have the families.
Yeah,
we have the families. We always go out.
You've already chosen with families. Oh, okay, good.
We've been working on it. We be planning. I plan ahead, ahead of time.
Right.
You know.
You don't wait till the last minute, and you don't come to your meetings 30 minutes late.
If I'm coming 30 minutes late, I might well stay at home.
I'm not going. If I go any further, somebody's going to say I'm talking self-hate.
No, I ain't going nowhere. I might well stay at home.
I know that's right. Take care of business. That's what all we be trying to tell people to do.
And
stop throwing food out the window. Window.
Please, y'all do me a favor. Please, let's make Selma litter free. Let's keep when people coming into our 4 intersection. Please stop throwing litter out. Because people visit us every day, and we want to keep Selma clean.
See, what kind of people are these?
We need to keep our city clean. We need to keep our neighborhoods clean too.
Right.
We need to stop throwing our household garbage in the ditch, in the ditches, and in the
drain. And clogging the drain up, and wonder why the city's flooded.
So we need to work together. That's what we want to work together.
We're out of time. Thank you, Councilwoman, for coming. And then when you get the location for the ward meeting, please let us know.
I will.
Thank you. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned for Fox News on WHBB Selma. They are up next. I'll see you tomorrow morning, the good Lord willing. It is 9 o'clock.
Republicans are going to have a